What are we doing today, Logan?
Movie.
I missed! the worst time five.
I missed!
There's the intro I found it.
I missed!
Hello everybody and welcome back to the MC Review. So I am joined by
Logan Wilson.
and
Jonah Morgan.
today good. And today we're here to talk about
Today we're doing Thor.
Yeah, Thor
Today we're
Ragnarok.
doing a movie.
Doing a movie that's called Thor Ragnarok.
Mm-hmm.
Where to begin?
Is there anything bad that we have?
Yeah.
There's some bad.
I do have one bad that I like every single time I watch this movie. I can't not notice it. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Is it the
It's
auto
Hulk's
voice?
freaking auto-tune voice.
Hulk's auto-tune
Sometimes
voice.
it doesn't sound too bad. His voice itself doesn't sound bad, but other times he'll say something and you'll hear just how auto-tuned it is.
Yeah, it is
Why?
very much like. Yeah.
Why?
It's a bit jarring. No, I like Hulk in this movie.
No, I like Hulk in the movie.
Because
Why?
this is really the first one where Hulk has like a personality.
What's
Because he's
the-
had enough time to be
What's
Hulk.
the need to auto-tune his voice?
It's probably to make it easier for Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah, just, like
We're-
easier on
we're-
vocal correction. They're
Sometimes it
probably-
doesn't sound too bad, but there's some things that he says that like it's like if he says something that's all one pitch, you'll notice it's all pitch perfect.
Yeah, you can hear it. You can hear the modulation.
Yeah.
It is a little goofy sounding.
It's better when Banner comes back. That's why I like Banner coming back in this movie.
There's nothing really overwhelmingly bad about this film, like at all.
Not compared to like the previous.
Yeah, the
Thor
previous
movie.
one's like the villain's great. I think.
I think the
The villain is really, really
fantastic.
good.
Hela's great.
Hela's really good. She's good. She's well developed for a one-shot villain. Because she's like
Yes,
not just a one-shot character. She's like has some backstory.
The
Just
other one,
nice.
the other best one-shot villain is another one.
Is
we'll
next
talk
is
about
next
today.
time.
Right. It's so sad.
I will say it's a bit jarring with how much like going from like the last one movie to this one, how much this movie switches to
Oh, if
comedy.
you watch them back to back, it's
Taika.
like yeah, it's very Taika Waititi.
Now this movie does a better job of handling the comedy than Love and Thunder,
Yeah.
but it's still kind of
It's
jarring.
because Taika didn't have full reins on this movie.
Yeah.
He does in the next one. That's why.
Yeah, that is fine.
That is fine.
But
As much as I love,
yeah, no, it is pretty jarring how funny this movie is, and it is enjoyable. It's really funny. A lot of good funnies in this
And
one.
it makes it funny because this movie
It's
knew
a
how to
funny one.
balance it well.
Yeah, and it does have some, I guess, some serious moments here and there that kind of get kind of dark, because Hela is a pretty dark character. She just straight up murders, like, literally everybody.
Sword.
Sword.
Odin dying,
Odin
I guess.
dies, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Turns
When
into
she
That's
when she
madness.
murders like all of Asgard.
Yeah.
When she murders every single soldier Asgard has ever had.
Right. I think that is insane. Like, she just kind of like wipes everybody, and
She's canonically one of the strongest.
I guess it's not technically a part of the movie, but I'm gonna complain about the Warriors 3 because they're just like so pointless.
They count as part of this
They're
movie.
so pointless. Like,
Two of them die instantly.
they do. They get
And the thing is,
murdered.
in the
Volstagg-
first two Thor movies, they're cool.
They're cool.
They're
But
alright.
I was gonna say
But they're so underwhelming in
because
literally every
Volstagg
movie.
gets one line, barely a line, dies.
Yeah,
Zachary
gone.
Levi's character doesn't even get a single word
He
of dialogue.
grunts.
He grunts
He's
and then
gone. Yeah, no, they are so underwhelming in every single movie. And
The only one that gets like a fighting chance is the
yeah,
I forgot his name.
is the dude with the mace.
Fandral.
Yeah, that sounds right. But
deep voice man.
Yeah, no, it's either Fandral or Volstagg because Hogan. I think Hogan is.
It's Vandral then because Volstagg.
Hogan is the dude with the mace.
Yeah.
Yep, it's Hogan. But
Vandral's fencing executive.
yes, and then Volstagg is the They're so underwhelming, and I think they realized that, and Taika was just like, let's just kill him.
They kill him.
Let's just get him out of here.
Yeah, I think we have to talk about Thor because it's indifferent enough. He's still good.
Yeah,
Just
clearly his
This is the end
Time
of this.
on Earth.
The end of this movie is the start of peak Thor.
yeah,
like
his,
when
clearly
Thor
his
is
time on
famous.
Earth changes him a lot because his character
his time
shifts
with Tony.
so much. His character is so different.
Mm-hmm.
Then if you go back and watch Avengers or the first Thor, his character is so different.
He doesn't know what's going on around him half the time. All he knows is violence.
Yeah.
Especially all he knows is violence, and all he knows is fighting.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
But now he's
stupid.
He's
kind of stupid.
He's become like a citizen of Earth.
I guess. I don't know. I think it's a little bit weird, but
it's weird. It's not bad. It's weird.
Yeah, he's funny though, so you lots of laughs.
Loki's the standout, as he is improving every single thing he's in.
This movie,
he gives the best lines in this movie, and you can't convince me
otherwise. This is the best Loki is, besides him being the main villain of Avengers.
And him in his own show.
This is the best one.
He's pretty darn good in the show. Because he gives the best lines of I've been following for 30 minutes.
Oh yeah, Doctor Strange was in this movie.
Oh yeah, him too.
He was there.
He's here for a solid 3 minutes.
But it's funny.
It's funny,
and it's funny, and then you realize, oh wait, he's been Doctor Strange for a little bit because of how just calm he is about teleporting around really quickly, and the gloves being there for 2 seconds.
The bird gloves.
Yeah. Most of the action in this movie, I say, is good.
Oh yeah, it's very enjoyable.
It's very Thor.
There's a lot of hand-to-hand in this movie because he doesn't have his hammer. So there's a whole lot of hand-to-hand combat.
I think that's
the main thing that makes Hela.
That's
the main thing that makes Hela as intimidating as she is the fact that her first minute or two on screen, she destroys Mjolnir.
Yeah.
That's
And
that's crazy. And she can do that,
sword.
I guess.
She has swords.
She makes swords.
She makes sword.
I don't know.
Also, then if you think about Thanos could wipe Mjolnir away with the reality stone like that.
Probably, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. There's just something about this movie. I like this movie. I really do. It's the best of the Thor movies, I think. But something about it just irks me, and it's something that I've discovered on rewatch. There's just something about the movie that kind of irks me a little bit.
Honestly,
and I don't know what it is.
I honestly kind of have to agree with you a little bit.
I don't know what it is.
Even rewatching it now, I can sort of get where you're coming at. No, it's not
it
doesn't bring the movie down.
I used to think this was the peak of cinema.
Yeah, I used to love this movie. I think it's because I've watched it so much.
I've watched it a lot. I used to think this was the best Marvel movie there was. I still think it's up there. I still think it is very good. But it's just not...
Because I remember in the Love and Thunder review, you were saying that this was close to a 10.
I think it's close. It's still a top.
It's still
Marvel
top tier.
movie.
Yeah.
There's something about this movie that kind of irks me a little bit, and I can't pinpoint it, but I don't know. I don't know what it is.
It doesn't feel as much like a Thor movie.
It just feels so out of place.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. It feels really out of place.
Because if you were watching the Thor trilogy, or 1 or 2, Ragnarok,
I feel like I could watch this movie on its own.
Hmm?
I feel like
I
could never watch a single Marvel movie, and I could watch this one, and I would
Which I think is a lot of the appeal of it.
Yeah, I can see that.
And why it's seen as so good.
I don't know.
Oh, another thing I don't like.
It feels disconnected.
Another thing I don't like. How in the world did Hulk end up on Sakaar?
That's a good question. They just totally gloss over that. Also, the fact that all of them end up there by just plot convenience.
I can
no.
Thor. I'm saying Thor
I get Thor and Loki.
Again,
Thor and Loki.
A little
Hulk
bit, but Hulk, the fact that he's there too.
That's my main thing.
Plot
Thor and Loki.
convenience.
It's
the thing is, they're knocked out of the Bifrost at a little bit apart from each other. They would not be on the same planet.
Yeah,
because
of how fast they're going, they would be in a different star system.
I'm at least okay with that. And now it's confusing is all, duh.
Yeah.
But Hulk.
But how Hulk got that far away from Earth.
Hulk is what annoys me the most. Because I'm like, how?
I guess they're just kind of trying to imply he didn't know what to do, so he just kept going.
I guess.
Until
them Quinjets are space ready, I
guess. The one bit we get is the video footage that Bruce sees, but it's just Hulk being thrown around in the Quinjet, and we're just we don't see where he is. That's, especially on rewatch, I'm just that's a big problem that they don't explain. I
don't see it as a problem. I see it as think about it.
No, I see it as a problem.
That's a lot of this movie. It's just kind of they were just don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
But in this case, just with something that major, you need to explain that.
It bothers me. So there's that may be the thing that kind of irks me. There's a lot of things about this movie that just slightly irk me. I don't know. I love all the acting. I love all the characters. I generally love the plot of the movie.
I love the introduction of Valkyrie.
Yeah, I love Valkyrie. Tessa Thompson, marry me. But yeah, I don't know. There's something about this movie that just rubs me the wrong way, and I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
My favorite part of the movie is honestly just Jeff Goldblum.
The Grandmaster.
Anything? Maybe it's Jeff Goldblum. He's weird in a Marvel movie.
He better not irk you. I'll bonk you.
I love him, but he's just goofy in a Marvel movie, man.
The thing that annoys me with Grandmaster is that I know how powerful he is in the comics. They nerf him. Like, yeah, like it's a Marvel movie, yada yada yada.
Would you like Jeff Goldblum being the villain of a Marvel movie?
Yes.
No.
No. I'm talking about like Grandmaster. Like I
said Jeff Goldblum.
Okay, then really not really.
Because Jeff Goldblum is a good Grandmaster.
Yes, that's. I thought
he
that's
would not
what you
be
were
a
talking
good Marvel
about.
movie villain.
Because I'm talking about Grandmaster, so I thought that's what you.
I said the words Jeff Goldblum.
Okay, I thought you said it after I was talking about Grandmaster.
Because I couldn't think of anybody else that could be Grandmaster.
That's my problem. It's like while I don't mind Jeff Goldblum as Grandmaster. My issue is knowing how powerful. My issue is knowing how powerful Grandmaster is. They nerf him extremely. Like we don't get any clues to like how powerful he is, and it's like he seems like he's just like so weak in this movie when that's not how the Grandmaster should be. The Collector sort of suffers from the same thing as well.
Well, so does Ultron.
But Ultron was like fine because like who Ultron is.
If they're doing everything the same as the comics, that would get really stale really quick because like you know what happens.
Yeah, it's like
That's why I'm fine with everything that they can do to separate themselves from the comics. I'm absolutely fine with.
Sure, I'm just saying like that's just something that annoys me. Like yeah, it works doesn't mean I have to like it, but I'm okay with this because Grandmaster's enough of a fun character where I'm just like whatever. But
I'm not gonna argue my case because I don't know what it is about this movie that bugs me.
It just is there.
It just something bothers me about it, but I'm not gonna like. I still enjoy the movie. It's very enjoyable.
Very enjoyable.
But it's just something. It just feels kind of not like a Marvel movie for a little bit. I don't know why.
I think another thing that like
feels disconnected.
I don't know if it's like a problem I have, but it's I don't know. It feels like they're on Sakaar for a little too long.
Yeah.
It feels very Phantom Menace with Tatooine.
That's pretty good. That's a pretty good comparison, actually.
Because it's like, well, it's like not as boring as like the Tatooine stuff.
Oh yeah, that's dreadful.
It still feels like they were on Sakaar for way too long. I think that's another thing that like, especially on rewatch, kind of like rubbed me the wrong way. But not something that like brings the movie down a lot, but still.
I think it might be just like I'm saying. It feels disconnected. It's because it's Taika. I love Taika, but he is so vastly different of a director than every other director in the MCU.
Than like Joss Whedon, John Favreau, the Russo brothers
can go get hit by a car.
Joss Whedon.
I'm also talking about Joss Whedon, like the first one.
Right.
The first
but their directing styles are just so different.
Yeah.
Like he's so different from everybody
Good.
else.
I'm glad he doesn't have the same directing style as Joss Whedon.
No, I mean just like literally everybody else though. Like it's very different, so it feels a little disconnected.
Yeah.
Not that that's like awful.
Because Joss Whedon's directing style only works for.
It's not going to majorly hurt this
different
movie,
movies.
so
no, yeah,
it's okay.
This movie and especially Thor: Love and Thunder shows us what Taika's brain is like.
Yeah.
Something
like with how like much it darts around, because that's how his brain probably is.
Yeah, squirrel.
Squirrel.
Korg.
Yeah, there's Taika.
Korg and Meek. This is
yeah.
Where they're introduced.
Well, Meek's never.
Lovely characters, very enjoyable.
Yeah.
Very funny.
Next time you see him after this is Endgame for a bit.
Yeah.
And then you don't see Meek in Love and Thunder actually.
No, he's
in Endgame.
He's in Endgame. He's not in
Endgame, but he's not in Love and Thunder.
That just occurred to me. He's not in Love and Thunder.
Yeah.
The post-credit scene. This movie sort of has another Marvel post-credit scene problem depending on the movie, where the first one is really important and really good, and the second one is just comedic and overall pointless.
That's okay.
Okay, this
was funny.
I like my dad laughed out loud when we saw that in the. It's a tie. No,
because there's that one, and then there's the one with the first one leading straight into Infinity War.
It sounds like we're crapping on this movie. This movie's good.
No, it's great.
This movie's great. We have been a little bit nitpicky with this one, but like all the good stuff about this movie has been said.
I think the good vastly outweighs the bad here.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, overall, I really enjoy this one. I love Thor. Love the character. Sorry.
Here, let me help.
Nah.
No, but it's enjoyable. It's a very good movie. Have fun. I always have fun watching.
Have fun.
Had fun. Had fun. I always have fun watching this one. There is just something that irks me about it, and it kind of just like it keeps it out of that like elite.
It's not as
tier.
enjoyable as it was when it first came out.
Yeah, it definitely. I don't think it's.
Dude, it sounds like we hate this movie.
No, I don't think
No, we don't.
I just don't think it's aged as well as.
I agree with that. It hasn't aged as well. I agree with that.
But overall,
that might be
it's very solid. I'm
feel
gonna
like-
give this like a. Shoot, I had a number in mind, but I'm gonna get specific.
Okay, I
with
do
it.
have a number.
I'm gonna give this an 8.7.
Okay.
Okay, I'll go ahead and go my number. What did I give Homecoming?
8.6.
Oh.
8.6.
And then
You gave 8.5, but then you bumped it down to 8.2.
I did.
Yep.
what did I give Guardians 2?
8.5.
Okay.
No. 8. 8 flat.
I did give
You
it
were
8.5.
8.5.
And the number that I had was 8.8.
That was kind of what I was thinking too.
The number I had in my movie in my movie.
In my movie.
The number that I had in my head before leaving, like starting this movie, was 8.8. Because I watched it not that long ago, and I'm like, yeah, I can't pinpoint it. It's just it hasn't aged. I think it's just because it hasn't aged as well. I think
Love and Thunder might have honestly had something to do with that.
that might be it too.
Maybe.
I
Maybe I'm
think
thinking about that movie.
something
That
about Love
might
and Thunder.
honestly be it.
Maybe it's because, like, yeah, it's probably that.
No, but 8.8. It's still very good. It's still very. It's one of the more. It's a very enjoyable Marvel movie. Just when it comes to like, you could watch this and have literally no idea about anything else
You'll have a blast.
because it's pretty standalone.
Yeah.
It can stand alone if it wants to.
Yeah, I think so.
The only
yeah,
Marvel
8.8
movie this really, like, follows.
If like you'd asked me
follows
when this movie first came out, if you'd asked me, I would give it like a 9.4, 9.5, something like that. I would say 8.8. It's still very good. It sounds like we're crapping on this movie. This movie's still really good.
It's still the best
I'm gonna
of the
say
Thor
8.
movies.
Well, an 8 and almost 9 is not a crap movie.
No, almost 9 is a good
It's a really
movie.
good movie.
Because 9 is like a
Elite.
elite. Above 9 is like, dude, this is nuts.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to agree with Logan. I'm going to go an 8.7. I think I am going to line up with that. Originally, before rewatch, I would have been all honestly giving this a 9 flat. But
Yeah,
there were a
that's
couple
what I
of
thought too.
there were a couple other like nitpicks and complaints I had upon rewatch, but nothing that like majorly hurt this movie. So I'm gonna stick with 8.7. It's still a really fun Marvel movie. It's still the best of the Thor movies by far.
But the thing is, if you had asked me like a couple months ago what I would give a higher score, Ragnarok or Black Panther, I would have told you Ragnarok. No.
Nope.
I'm sorry, no.
Talk about a movie that's aged well. I mean, it's not aged much because it's not
It's
been
been
like
it's been like
4.
4 years.
4 years, but it's very good.
But yeah, I'm sticking at 8.7. It's still a great movie and the best of the Thor movies. But that is going to do it for our review of Thor Ragnarok. Next time, speaking of Black Panther, we are going to be talking about Black Panther. Wow.
Excited.
But thank you guys for watching and stay tuned next time for Black Panther, and we'll see you guys next time. See you later, webheads.